Hi, this week I went to see Toy Story 5, the latest installment in Pixar's long running and most successful franchise, with the toys that one plays with coming to life as soon as the child leaves the room. In the latest installment, the toys are now led by cowgirl Jessie, who supervises them as they play with Bonnie, a young girl living in American suburbia somewhere. However, Bonnie desperately wants to fit in with her various classmates and so is given a lily pad toy, a tablet for a child with various games that allow children to connect socially with others. The toys are alarmed that Lily is going to take their place because, as they say, that toys are for play, but tech is for everything. And so they bring back their old friend Woody, who's on the road helping abandoned toys to investigate and prevent some sort of catastrophe. Um, it's enjoyable enough. That's very much damning with faint praise, but I did not find anything objectionable about it. I found that the overall messaging was surprisingly mature, that technology isn't necessarily good or bad. It depends on how it's used and the motives behind it and things like that. Lily is not in and of herself a threat to the toys. It's more the position that she is placed in and the notion of the way that tech impacts the lives of children, I think, is well thought out and only ever sympathetic. But at this stage, I feel this is the fifth Toy Story film. They are so much less special than they should be. The series did come to such a natural conclusion with the third film. Then we had the fourth, which was fine. And now we have a fifth, which is fine. Pixar's MO really was that they are the absolute top tier. They are the best of the best. And that each of their films was in some way a potted masterpiece. That's not been the case for some time. They've been, with a couple of exceptions, um, throwing misses for some years. Although Toy Story 5 does not reach the depths of some of their weakest films, this is a long way short of their best work. I would rank this even behind the likes of Soul or Luca as recent films of theirs that I really liked. Um, there's nothing inherently bad about this. The animation is very strong, as it always is. The characterization is very good. There is some entertaining jokes and humor. There's a subplot involving a whole army of Buzz Lightyear toys that have escaped from a shipping container and think that they're running around on an alien planet. That's incorporated into the story very well, but it all just feels a bit we've we've done this. Now is the time to put this to rest because the next time is probably not going to be of a decent quality. I'm reminded of the sitcom Friday Night Dinner, which had, I think it was five exceptionally strong series. And then the sixth series, you could feel that it was starting to slide. And then at the same time, they announced the sixth series would be the last. And I thought, they called it at the right time. They got absolutely as much as they could out of it. And just as it was starting to fade, they thought, we'll call it there. I think that's the situation with Toy Story. They've got pretty much as out of this as they possibly can. It's now 30 years, more than 30 years since the original film. And I think the time has come just to say, we've had a really good run. We're going to leave it there. We're going to come up with new ideas and new concepts, or at least capitalize on other concepts that we already have. There's always room for a third Finding Nemo, I imagine, or a third Monsters Inc. But this is, I think, the end of the road. It's at a reasonable destination rather than the potential dumping ground, I suppose, that it could have been.